Seattle, even as the Mariners hold on to diminishing postseason hopes in this season's final days, they already see reason for optimism in addressing a patchwork rotation that effectively torpedoed their season. Club officials consider the hard knocks that Andrew Moore and Marco Gonzalez absorbed as rookies to be a down payment on future success. Further, they believe veteran Mike Leake will provide a stabilizing influence for the foreseeable future. Leake, 29, is 30 with a 2.13 ERA in 4 starts since arriving August 30 from St. Louis in a trade for minor league infielder Raider Escanio. Further, Leake reached 30 starts Tuesday for a 6th straight season. That dependability provides particular value to a Mariners rotation that, through 152 games, has gotten only 63 starts from its projected 5-man unit. I had no idea of how important it was until we went through 2017, manager Scott Servais said. Mike has done it for a number of years. I'm looking forward to having him for the next few years. I would have died to have someone make 30 starts for us this year. Leake's performance represents a turnaround. He was 16 with a 6.94 ERA over his final 10 starts in St. Louis, which is what made the Cardinals receptive to a Solarium deal. The Mariners gambled that Leake could regain the form that made him one of the National League's better pitchers over 5.5 years in Cincinnati from 2015. So far, he looks like a steal, and he's under contract for 3 more years. He's been roughly a 2+ win pitcher every year dating back to 2013, General Manager Jerry Dipoto said at the time. There's really no reason to believe his skill set has changed. He throws just as many strikes. The Mariners control Moore, 23, and Gonzalez, 25, for 6 more years, although Gonzalez is out of options, which means he can't be sent to the minors in the future without first clearing waivers. Moore has 2 more option years. The Mariners acquired Gonzalez, a first-round pick in 2013, from the Cardinals in a July 21 trade for minor league outfielder Tyler O'Neill. Gonzalez missed all of last season after undergoing Tommy John surgery, and, while he's been healthy all season and pitched well in the minors, he has a 5.87 ERA in 8 big league appearances, including 6 starts, since the trade. I'm looking forward to the second year, he admitted. A lot of guys I've talked to, guys I've rehabbed with, say the first year coming back can be hit or miss. And that the second year really is when you start to settle in, dial it back up and feel completely normal. Andrew Moore has pitched better since returning to Seattle in September. He'll be a candidate to join the Mariners rotation next season. Photo Tony Gutierrez, AP. Although I've felt great this year, knock on wood. Moore's situation is different. A second-round pick in 2015, he sailed through the minors before making his big league debut June 22 by pitching 7 strong innings in a victory over Detroit. Rough times soon followed. Moore went 0-3 in his next 5 starts, while allowing 20 runs and 32 hits, including 10 home runs in 29 innings. That resulted in a trip back to AAA Tacoma. A mid-August return produced 1 rough relief outing, and still another trip down Interstate 5 before Moore returned in September after the Rainiers completed their season. His improvement on this latest tour is notable: 6 runs in 16 innings for a 3.24 ERA. He is the scheduled starter Saturday against Cleveland at Safeco Field. They got me a little more over the rubber, Moore said. I was getting kind of long in his delivery to where my body was getting out in front, and my arm was trailing too long and back. It just wasn't allowing my hand to get in front with the curveball and slider. So it was just a matter of tightening everything up a little bit. The 3 additions, prompted largely from necessity, boost next season's anticipated pool of rotation candidates that also includes James Paxton, Felix Hernandez, Erasmo Ramirez, Ariel Miranda, and possibly Andrew Albers. Andrew Moore is well on his way to getting the ball rolling again in the right direction, Servais said. With a few adjustments he made, he's seeing some results. That's what you want to see from young players. Struggles are going to come. It happens to a lot of young guys. But can they make the adjustments to get back on track again, get back to the positive performances they've had in the minor leagues? Marco's situation is a little bit different in coming back from injury. Can we get him through the year healthy, let him have a normal offseason, come back into spring training, and go from there? Mariners at a glance everyday. Cleveland. Bauer, 169, 4.41 at Seattle. Ramirez, 56, 4.56 times 7 p.m. TV route.